Hello and welcome to another LinkedIn Live event from me, Mark, at BA Masterminds. It's our first one for 2024. It's a big one today. It's about certification, business analysis certification. I've got a lot to cover. It's 45 minutes with the questions and answers afterwards. So I'm going to talk really fast. So what I suggest you do is don't take any notes, stay highly focused, and you can always watch the replay afterwards and take notes and document your action steps. So let's begin. So let's have a look first. Let's type yes in the comments section if you want to be a highly paid, highly sought after senior business analyst in 2024. This is also so I can see if I'm actually live, if people are commenting. There is a bit of a delay. I'm going through StreamYard. It's so I've got a little bit of a delay. I can see myself on the other side. As soon as somebody does a comment, I know that I'm live. Okay. So let's wait right there. And as soon as I've seen a comment, then I'm going to kick off and move forwards. Let's have a look here if anybody's going to comment. Yes. Thank you, 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. That's fantastic. Let's have a look if I can do the comments. Yes, show. There we go. Show. Thank you. Hi, Mercy. Hi. Nice to see you again. Everybody. Adonike's here as well. Kyle. Everybody. Thanks. Right. We can all see you. Let's kick off. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to share my screen in a while. So let's have a first look at how many business analyst positions there are available right now. Let me share my screen. I'm picturing picture over there. I must remove that comment to drop that down. Wonderful, brilliant, right. LinkedIn, we click on LinkedIn, you log in, you click on jobs, you type in business analysis, because that's what we do as business analysts. We do business analysis. You do United Kingdom, 51,000 jobs. Let's do it for USA. 207,799 jobs as business analyst. This is fantastic. So now we know one thing. There are a lot of BA jobs out there, right? So what are the two things that you need to secure a job as a business analyst? Theoretical knowledge, practical experience, nothing else. So basically, if you're a plumber or an electrician or a taxi driver or anything, you only need those two things. So for a plumber, for instance, you need to know how to change washers in a tap, how to replace taps. So you need the theory, and also you need to have done it in practice, actually. I see some questions. Please type your questions. I've got Petra who's going to answer my questions. And if you're watching the replay type questions, Edna will follow up every day and will answer your questions. So please, I'm going to be a bit busy to answer, but type your questions. Let's get those questions rolling. Thank you. Right. A taxi driver. So you need to learn the theory. You need to learn the rules of the road, how to drive, and then you need to practice. So you need to gain both. Now, the same goes for a business analyst, a data analyst, a project manager, subject matter expert, everything. You need those two things. Now, all BAs who have less than 5 years experience, I strongly urge you to gain certification. If you've got more, you probably know what you're doing. All right. In the comment section, type how many years business analyst experience you have. Let's have a look at who we're talking with. Let's see how much experience you have. I'll share a couple of those on the screen as well. Now, for a data analyst, for example, there's no clear certification path. There isn't. What do you actually want to study to be able to gain the theoretical knowledge, to put on your CV, to put on your LinkedIn profile, to actually secure a data analyst job? Well, are you going to study Excel, advanced Excel? Are you going to do SQL? And if SQL, which version of SQL? Because there's Microsoft and Oracle and IBM. There's all these versions of SQL. And then Power BI and Tableau and Python and all these things. Where do you actually start? Now, for BAs, you basically have two choices. The curriculum must be internationally recognized, all right? And there are only two of them that we're aware of. The IIBA, that's the International Institute of Business Analysis, they have their CBAP. And then you have the BCS, they have their International Diploma in Business Analysis. They also have an advanced diploma, but we're going to focus on the International Diploma first. So those are the two. I mean, you can't go and study on Udemy and on YouTube and on LinkedIn Learning and just have a certificate of completion. You need to study a curriculum, write the exam, pass the exam, so that you retain the knowledge and have the certificate internationally recognized. All right. So why do you need to certify? Let's start there. I've got so many reasons, but in a nutshell, it shows that you're serious about your career as a business analyst. You also need to learn the theory. You know, what does a business analyst do? Why do we do it? How do we do it? The methods, the strategies, the tools, the techniques, the templates, this you need to learn in theory. Because if you haven't studied it in theory, the interviewer is going to want to know, well, where did you learn to do what a business analyst does? You learned it from hand-me-down knowledge, passed on from somebody else. Well, where did they learn? How old is that curriculum? Is it Agile? Is it Agile? Is it Waterfall? You know, how old is this, basically, this knowledge that you have? So basically, with the BCS and the IIBA, those courses are modern. They're updated every 2 years, so it's up to date. And it covers all what we as business analysts do in our day-to-day roles and responsibilities. There's a lot of different things we do, and that's what we cover. Basically, keywords. You're going to learn to speak like a business analyst. You're going to have all these keywords so that you can write like a BA in your CV and your LinkedIn. You can speak like a BA in your interviews. Now, when you have keywords in your social media presence, for instance, LinkedIn and Indeed and Read, you're going to get headhunted. That's how headhunters work. They search social media, they get a search result, depending on how many times you've used those keywords, and then they filter that search result, and you want to end up right on top so that the headhunters contact you. It's also a lot easier to secure job interviews. And it's easier to secure the job once you're in the interview. Why? Because you can sell to them that you've got the theory. You know what you're doing. Ever heard of imposter syndrome? I've had a lot of people that say, I've been a BA for 4 years. It feels like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of lost. You know, I feel like I've got that imposter syndrome. And it increases your confidence in your ability to perform at your peak. Now, if you've certified and you've got a little bit of experience, maybe some internship for a year or a business analyst job for a year, then you can secure a job as a business analyst, not a junior business analyst. If you're 40 years old and 45 years old and you're pivoting into BA and you don't have the theory and you've just got 2 years experience, you know, a little bit of business analysis, not the full circle, then you'll be a junior BA. You'll earn £24,000 per annum. You're going to report to your line manager who's 24, 25 years old. How will that feel as a 40-plus-year-old to report to somebody, right? So basically, you want to climb the corporate ladder quickly. You want to go from junior BA to BA, senior BA, lead BA, principal BA. You want to climb that corporate ladder. So it gives you that advantage, that extra push in the beginning. All right, so basically, let me show you also on my screen here about these keywords. So one of our gold masterminds who has just completed his BCS. So here on his page, it's Fausto, and on his page, he's got certificates. Let me just close all the people are chatting away like crazy. If we go and click at business change, for instance, then you can see all these keywords. And if we can click on the modeling business processes, all these keywords, everything that you learned, all this theory that you learned. There again, practice all these keywords, RACI, RASCI, so analysis, critical success factors, all of these type of keywords, you're going to then be able to include into your LinkedIn profile under the relevant section. So that's going to help you to be consistently headhunted. All right, so let's get on to the different types of certification. I said there's the IIBA and the CBAP, and basically why you should consider getting certified. I'm just going to share this screen. So this is our homepage, bamasterminds.com. I write articles. Every month I write an article. So if we click on the articles page and we go down, it's already down on page 2. So I need to click on the 2 over here and then go back up here and certifications for business analysts to advance your career. All right, let me zoom in a little bit here so you can have a look at my article. Why is it important? I go through everything, beginner BA, mid-level, senior BA, what you need to do. This is a nice long article with the certification paths. Do yourself a favor and go and read that article. It's a great article. I write articles every month. You can read the other articles as well. Another way to get to the article is if you click on our homepage. So let's start there again. I'm on the articles page. If we go to the homepage, I guess you just click over there. That's the homepage. Sorry, I do apologize. I wanted to show you this. This is my LinkedIn profile over here. Going live. I'm talking away. There you can see I'm talking. Over here in the featured section, we have an ebook. So all the articles go onto the ebook. If you click on the ebook, you open it up over here, you can see it's 125 pages. So all of those articles are in my ebook. You're welcome to click download and download the entire PDF ebook. I think it's about 7 megabytes, not that big. So go ahead and go and look at all those articles, and then you can go and give that to anybody that you feel will benefit from that. Okay, let's start with the IIBA. Next up, IIBA certifications. So basically, there is a certification path, and my assistant Pietro will share. It says Mark Bruins. It's not me. I can't multitask that well. Pietro, please share the shortened link for that. So we got all the shortened links, so you don't have to use that long URL. But yeah, basically is the certification path for the what did I do now? I did something there. Just give me one moment. I pressed F11 on the wrong screen. So F11 goes on that screen, nice and big. There we go. So you start with the ECBA, then you move on to the CCBA, and then you move on to CBAP. Now the ECBA, so basically to get the CCBA, you need at least 2 to 3 years practical experience. And for the CBAP, you need over 5 years practical experience. So how many of you have typed the amount of experience? Let me have a look here. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody can hear. Nobody's mentioning how much experience, less than 1 year. So, Adonai, unfortunately, you will not be able to do your CBAP in the next 5 years. Okay, so that's a prerequisite. There are other prerequisites also for your CBAP. So basically, in my honest, humble opinion, as a BCS certified business analyst, I strongly promote IIBA. I mean, I've been a speaker, I've attended, I've been a track chair in the recent IIBA where I had 7 international speakers under me. I ran a 4-hour workshop on goal setting mastery. So I'm really big with the IIBA. I've met Devon, he's the big guy from Canada. When he flew down, I met him in person. We had a great time. So I'm just giving you the facts, and you need to go and make up your own mind. Right. To my best of knowledge, CBAP is the equivalent of the BCA diploma. You're going to learn about the same, and they're recognized internationally at about the same level. If you have a CBAP and if you have the BCS diploma, the employer and the recruitment agent will not put one much higher above the other one. Now, for the CBAP, 5 years proven experience as a BA. Do you have that? No, then you're left to the BCS. It's a Canadian company based in Canada and United States of America. So it's kind of like USA, Canadian based. You have to be a paid up member of the IIBA to have your CBAP. And here's the kicker. The CBAP is only valid for 3 years. 3 years. After that, you're not allowed to state that you've got a CBAP because you don't have a CBAP. You're not allowed to state it anywhere. So you basically need to pay again. You need to study, rewrite your exams, and pay for another 3 years membership after you've paid for 3 years already. All right. Let's get into the BCS. No prerequisites, 0. You can be 14 years old without any prior BA experience. They do offer membership, but it's not compulsory for you to join. And your certificates do not expire ever. How's that? Okay. Let's get into the BCS page. Here we go. Let's see if there's any questions. Right. 5+. Yes, Claire. I know Claire is one of my masterminds, so I know she's very experienced. 10 years. Look at that. There we go. Right. Bhavna, you're more than welcome to go for your CBAP. Okay. Here is the BCS. Let me do an F11. Share the screen. Full screen. Zoomed in nicely. Let's kick off the BCS International Diploma in Business Analysis. Now, how do you get it? You need to pass 4 modules and sit the oral exam. That's it. Nothing else. All right. There are some core modules. So these ones, you've got to pass both of these. Business Analysis Practice and Requirements Engineering. And once you've passed that, you've got 2 left. So out of the knowledge base, you need to pass one of these 4. And then for your practitioner, you need to pass one of these 5. So I usually recommend that you start with the practice, Then you go to requirements, then you've done it. Now choose one of these 9 that aligns with your 1-year goals, your 1-year career goals. So in other words, if you want to, let's say if you want to go into process improvement, document as is, do some Lean Six Sigma, RPA, process improvement, things like that, and then do the 2B, you do modeling business processes first. So find out what you want to do, what your dream job is, what your niche, what your speciality will be in 1 or 2 years from now, and then choose one of these 9 that will help you get there. And if, for instance, you're going to do modeling business practices, then you've done one of these 5. And then through the process of elimination, you've only got 4 to choose from. And when you go to it, you can have a good look. You can actually click on the link and you can download the syllabus and you can look at the latest syllabus. So before you sign up, you can say, well, let's have a look. What am I going to cover? Well, it's going to cover that. It's going to cover that. That's what it's going to cover. You know, it's quite detailed documentation over here as to what you're going to do. So that's basically how I suggest that you go through it. Now, basically, the BCS, they do 2 things. They develop the curriculum and they keep a database of who's passed and who's failed. That's what they do. They don't do any training. So what they do is they sign up with authorized training providers. And you can get a list of those authorized training providers. Just one moment. I just wanted to show you one more thing while we're on that page. Just the exam for the requirements engineering is $264 plus VAT. $220 plus VAT. Keep that in mind. That's how much you're going to pay for the examination, just for requirements engineering. And you know that you need 4 of them. Okay, now to find out how to take the program. So basically you need to learn. You need to learn, then SWOT for the exam, then write the exam. And there's 4 exams. You don't want to fail one of them. So you want to make sure that you pass. Otherwise, you've got to pay the $264 again. So there are a few methods that you can study, but basically the best way to do it is to choose a provider, a training provider. And there are in the UK and all around the world, let me see, 27 and 21 is my guess. Let's have a look here. So around the world, there are 26. Another one has dropped off. All right. So let's see if it's the UK one. Let's see if it's 21 or 20. Search partners, 21 or 20. 21. There's been one around the world somewhere outside of the UK that's dropped off. It used to be 27, and now it's down to 26. And there are still 21 in the United Kingdom. So we, as BA Masterminds, we have strategic alliance partnerships with 3 of them. Amethyst Training, Martin down in Bath. And then it's on the next page 2, eCareers. So we've got a strategic alliance partnership with them as well. And the last but not least is the Knowledge Academy. All right, so please type in the box if you've heard of the Knowledge Academy. You can just say yes, or you can say no if you've heard of the Knowledge Academy. And then I will keep an eye on the results over there. People are saying hello to each other. That's great. Kevin, nice to see you again as well. Kevin, also one of our masterminds. Fantastic. Okay, type in if you've heard of the Knowledge Academy before, and then I'm going, yes. Okay, so Ruth has heard. Dom, hello, Dom. Dom wants a quote. I know, yes. Emmanuel, yes. Who else? Claire, yes. Claire has invested with us. She's recently bought. Wonderful. That's great. Okay, so let's kick off. Let's go straight into the Knowledge Academy. So this is their website. Petra, please put the shortened link on the webpage. Thank you very much. Now, basically, out of the 21 UK authorized training providers, this is the one we really promote the most. Reasons being, I have actually completed my 4 training modules towards the BCS diploma with the Knowledge Academy in person in London, 2 of them in 2015, 2 of them in 2016. I attended the classes. Yes, 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 no. All right, Esther has not heard of them. Anna has not heard of them. Adonai's not heard of them. Kingsley's heard of them. Right, so most of you have, but a lot of you haven't. All right, fine. So basically, if you've heard of Trustpilot. So Trustpilot is a company where you can go and do reviews. And you can see almost 40,000 people have done a review. It did pop up to 4.6 because I showed the screen for the last 3 years. to prospects who are on the Zoom call, and now it is on 4.5. So basically, let me explain one thing to you. If we had to filter these results over the last 1 year, I'm sure it'll be a 4.8. I've heard such negative feedback years and years ago about this company, about the sales reps being very pushy, about you not being able to get through to customer support. They have changed completely. Now, so beforehand when you bought, you get a not such a good invoice. The payment process was not good, not so trustworthy. Now it's Klarna. You use Stripe. It's really effective. It's really safe and secure. You get an invoice. And beforehand, you used to get emailed your assignments, and everything was with email, and you had to phone and email. It was no good. Everyone's but now you've got access to your own personalized membership portal. Yes, so I've got access to a couple of my students' membership portal. I can have a look. I've asked for permission, and I can monitor them and see how they're going and help them and assist them how we're doing for time. All right, we're doing really good for time. I'm moving through this quickly. That's great. 21 minutes. I've been live. Wonderful. Great. So they come. Highly recommended. You get your own membership portal. So basically, there are a few ways that you can study with the Knowledge Academy. Okay, there are 4 methods. The first method is self-paced learning. So basically, you can do it 24/7, 365. You get access to another portal. So it's the learning, it's your membership portal where you can choose your courses, book yourself into the training if it's live, and then book your exams, get your and all those type of things. Then there's another portal. Well, basically there is another portal that you log on. If you want to have insider view of this, I can send you a recording because I've recorded 5 minutes. I went through the entire portal. I'll show you exactly how it looks, but it's not very interactive. Well, it's not interactive at all. You can't ask the questions. You can't, it feels a little bit, and maybe they've revamped it. I must speak to Fausto if they've revamped it, because he did the self-paced back-to-back, bam, bam, bam. He got them done. For me, when I did it, it was an American computerized woman speaking, and it was a bit draining, let's say. But I think I just need to stand at a correction. I will ask Fausto, and anybody's got that question about the learning portal, please don't reach out to any of my masterminds. They don't want people bombarding them. Reach out to me. I will answer. If I can't answer, I will connect with my network and find out. Please don't reach out to my connections. One of them has already said, I'm going to take you to court if anybody else contacts me. He's had about 100 people contact him, and he's just tired of it. And I immediately stopped and took his testimonial video down. So please don't hassle my bronze, silver, and gold students. Ask me questions. Thank you very much. I like to keep a good relationship. So basically, self-paced member. The other one is the online, live online. So basically, what is it called? It's called the online instructor-led. Now, basically, it's on Zoom. So you sit at home in the comfort of your home, double screen, big screen. You've got your work computer next to you, your private computer, doing the classes, while you're at work, or you can take sick leave or annual leave or whatever type of leave. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but some of my students record it, and then they watch the recording at night and delete the recording. Please do not share the recording with anybody. You're not allowed to do it. It's copyright. It's piracy. Do not do it. But you can record it, watch it yourself, pass the exam, and then delete the recording. That should be okay. All right, because I've had some of my students do that. So online instructor-led, basically the instructors are fantastic. I've had such good feedback from the tens. We must be getting closer to 100 people now we've sent to the Knowledge Academy, because our prices are just so ridiculously good, because we have a strategic partner inside. One of our sales reps is very senior, and they deal exclusively with us, and we forward them all the leads. So if you want a quote, we'll get that sales rep to ask for your quote via us. Okay. So basically, the online instructor-led, I've heard a lot of positive feedback about the instructors. They're very, very, very good. They know their stuff. It's really good. So they're live. They're either in the office or from the comfort of their own home. It's obviously started, before COVID, and COVID really took off. So it's really powerful mentoring. You can put your hand up. They'll pause. They'll answer questions. They share whiteboards. They're very good with Zoom. And basically, there's a small class I've heard of, some of my students being the only student in the class. So it's one-on-one. But the classes are small. I haven't heard of more than 9 people in a class. So it's between 1 and 9 people, small classes. You can put your hand up, nice bit of interaction, but that is the way to go. The other 2 are in the classroom. That's what I did. You go down to the Knowledge Academies, a couple of branches around the United Kingdom. I went to the one in London. Then you've got to find parking, and then, you know, it's breaking for tea and coffee and this, and I had to have a bed and breakfast and all that. So I traveled down to London, and then it just works out very expensive. It's much better in the comfort of your own home. And the 4th option is when they come to your place of work. So if there's 5, 6, 7 of you at the company, and the company's paying for it, then they come to your, they come to your work, sit in the conference room, have the slides there, and they train you at work. You know, so out of those ones, the best 2 are either the online instructor-led, if you really can't take time off work to attend, or the self-paced, or the online instructor-led. I'm getting in a bit of a knot. I think it's time for a drink of water. Let's have a look. Don't buy from anyone that has not yet followed their own advice. So I attended live classes in the Knowledge Academy. I am a BCS certified business analyst. It was an absolute game changer for me. So when I was working at 𝐻𝐸𝐬𝐬, I was put on as a subject matter expert to Shell in Canary Wharf, because I'm from Dutch heritage. I'm on a Dutch passport. Ik spreek wel heel goed Nederlands. And basically, they put me as a subject matter expert at Shell. And then it was not a fuel safe program, so it's all telemetry. And I learned business analysis for 6 months. That's my start of my business analyst career, 2014. And then I decided this is it. This is for me, business analysis. I'm pivoting from a network engineer, from being very technical, into a BA. I went to the BCS, the Knowledge Academy, got my 4 certificates, and then I secured a job as a business analyst contractor at £400 per day, working for Boots, the chemist, in Surrey in 2014. I don't have a degree. I've got a 4-year diploma in IT, and I only had 6 months experience, and that was 2014. £400 a day. All right. So basically, a lot of people dream about being a business analyst. So I just want to say, you know, stop killing your dreams. Really, if you want to be a business analyst, then become a business analyst. Appoint a mentor with a proven strategy and a great track record with lots of success stories, and become a business analyst. Stop procrastinating. I know a lot of people procrastinate because they don't act. So we need to get you BCS certified, redo your CV and LinkedIn profile, as I mentioned, to highlight these new skills and techniques that you've learned and the keywords to populate throughout. And then you learn my 12 techniques where to find jobs and my 3 methods to apply. I also specialize in interview preparation techniques, which is a 12-hour assignment that I review and edit. We do a 30-minute interview rehearsal to ensure you are ready. So as you can see, I've got all the knowledge to help you to secure a business analyst role quickly. But if you've got less than 3, 4, 5 years experience as a BA, this is a game changer. Right. So before I get into pricing and what type of prices, because I know you're all waiting for that, let me just share my screen one more time. So basically, I offer free breakthrough sessions. I've got a 15-minute breakthrough session. I've got a free 30-minute career strategy session, also a free 1-hour goal discovery session. And to date, I've just had to count 1,917 Zoom sessions I've had since I started this company in April 2019. So you are welcome to go ahead and book. I will show you quickly how to book me for one of these free sessions. It's a game changer. Our website, bamasterminds.com. Book a session, and then basically click this career strategy session. Book now. You'll get the calendar, fill in your details. There could be nothing easier, and then we can actually have a look at your specific scenario. All right. Any questions? Type them in now. If you have any questions, so we can get back to you on those questions. So basically, let me show you now the pricing. So how the pricing works with the Knowledge Academy, basically, they have a 1-year bundle. So you can finish all 4 certificates. So that's the studying and the exams and everything, and the oral. You can do that in a year. So they sell it in a year. So basically, if you go to the shop, your nearest shop, let's say Tesco's, and you want to buy sugar, then buying 5 200-gram bags of sugar it's cheaper to buy 1 kilogram because you're buying in bulk. So you understand that concept. It's the same with the Knowledge Academy. You can buy one course, self-paced or instructor-led, online instructor-led, and pay for the course. And then you can pay for the exam, which goes to the BCS, that £268. And then you can pay for the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, and so on until you actually get your diploma. Or you can buy in bulk. So they've got a bulk discount price if you buy it all together. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned yet is the duration. So how long does this take? Well, surprise, surprise, 10 days. That's it, 10 days. 4 modules, 3 days for one module, 2 days for the next, 3 days for the next, 2 days for the next, 10 days. That's it. So it's quick and easy. Now you're going to ask yourself, how much is the price? Okay, here we go. Let's do the price. Hold on. I hope you're all sitting down. So the price for the bundle is £7,995. Now, you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of money. And what's the discount like? So basically, we've been sending people there every single week, and they've been signing up. So you don't pay us. You pay the Knowledge Academy. We do ask for a little bit of a referral fee, a tiny referral fee, so I can help you basically go through the course to choose which modules and go through the learning experience and introduce you to some of our students that have completed either self-paced or the online instructor-led. And we do ask for a little bit of a referral fee. But 10 days, says Pearl. 10 days. Look at that. All right. Let's get some numbers on here. Please comment how much do you think that we at BM Masterminds can secure you this diploma, international diploma in business analysis until next week, Friday. I've just sent out 2 quotes yesterday. They made them valid till next week, Friday. So I know it's at least till next week, Friday. So anybody want to guess? A ridiculous amount. Please type in a ridiculous amount. How much do you think that we can secure you this? And remember, you don't pay us. You pay them directly. They invoice you directly. I'm just waiting for the first person to come up with an amount and see what we come up with. All right. Nobody's brave enough to put this on there. I'm going to wait until a few people have actually commented. I'm going to continue there. So, Dom is saying 3K, which means £3,000 US. Great British pounds. There's another one over here. Anna says 3,459. Okay, that's very realistic. Just remember, I want the price for all 4 the training, online instructor-led, and for all 4 exams, and for the oral preparation workshop, and for tax. It must include tax as well. All right, Opa, you're here. Hey, one of our gold masterminds is here. Right, Opa says 2,000. Okay, there's a bit more of a realistic one. Jelly 4K, and here we go. Emmanuel 2,999. Right, I am going to put a ridiculous price on the screen. 1,500. That would really be ridiculous. All right. So here is the good news. It is £1,325. That's it. All inclusive. 1 year bundle. All 4 modules you can choose. All 4 exams and VAT. Now, if you think about the 286, let me quickly get my calculator right here. And I'm going to do 268. I do apologize. It was 268 times 4. Just £1,072 for the BCS for the exams. Right. So that's the price. 1,325. If you want a quotation, do not contact the Knowledge Academy and quote Mark Bruins from BA Mastermind said, I want this for 1,325. That's not going to work. All right. Do not use my name in vain. We've got a really good relationship with them. You are obviously more than welcome to call the Knowledge Academy and to say, please be nice. Give me the best price you can for the 1 year bundle, including VAT, and see what they come up with. You might get 2,500. You might. Okay. Now ours is 1,325, including that little referral fee that I mentioned to you. Okay. I want to take you through a little assignment. So please, everybody take a deep breath. So we've got a senior sales representative that deal with me exclusively. They've got lots of sales reps. You won't get through to her. She will not be able to give you that good price. You have to come through us for that price. But go ahead and try and get a quote. I just want to remind you of one thing. When you do want the quote, Send me a LinkedIn message private, not on this group. Send it to Mark Bruins. Say, yes, please, online instructor-led, or yes, please, self-paced. And then give me an email address that we can use so that they can send you an email. Now, here is the kicker. If you've ever received a written quotation via email from the Knowledge Academy, you are already on their system. You're already connected to a sales rep. So send me another email address so that we can register you under my sales rep for the better pricing. Got it? Any questions? You can ask them over here. All right, let's carry on. So please be patient with those questions. Petra is probably very busy, and she's going to be very careful with answering the questions. I will answer them for the rest of the day after this. But right, here is the big thing. Let me go through this little exercise. It's 3 minutes. Please bear with me. Okay. How much has your education to date cost you? How much has their education cost you? Let's use an example of a person, perhaps somebody just like you, that has studied 4 years for a bachelor and 1 year for a master. Okay. 5 years study, school, university, now looking for a job. Maybe 1 year experience now as a BA, earning peanuts. Okay. Now, I doubt while you were doing your bachelor's and your master's that you were working 9 to 5 while you were completing your degrees. You didn't have time, obviously. So count in the university fees for 5 years. Okay, if you've got a student loan, you know the number. Then you have to add, because you're not earning money, you've got to add rent, your food, your clothing, your medical, transportation, entertainment, anything like that. Add this to the amount as well. Now, here's the big one. The loss of earning for 5 years. 5 years, you weren't earning any money. Every month, you could have been receiving a paycheck. You've lost all of that. All right? Don't worry. You've done the right thing. You've done the right thing. Attaining a solid education through university is the best thing that you could have done. We determine your unique selling proposition with your unique selling points. The top unique selling point that you've got is your education, your degree. We've got 14 reasons, 14, why your education, your degrees and your masters is your top unique selling point. You've done the right thing. Okay, but now you're behind the curve. So if you didn't attend university but started working 5 years ago, 6 years ago, now you could have been on £1,000 per day. A few of our masterminds are on £1,000 a day. One's on 1150, one's on 1,000, one's on 900. Our masterminds in our gold course are making a lot of money. How? They're contractors, right? So if you're a business analyst contractor like me, I'm 59 years old, 40 plus years IT experience. I've had 25 different jobs. 15 of them have been contracts, 8 of them in the UK. Now you need a passive income stream. I invest in residential property with my surplus income, and I put tenants in there that pay the mortgage. I've had 22 properties to date. That's what you could have done. You could have started 5 years ago, 6 years ago, instead of doing university, because you don't have to have a university degree to become a business analyst. You just need theoretical knowledge, practical experience. And in your university, now here's another kicker. I've got 3 gold masterminds that have done their master's degree in business analysis in the United Kingdom. One's the University of Bournemouth, the other one's University of Manchester. I can't remember the other. I think it's Middlesex, Essex. The Middlesex University, I think it's that one. Okay, and I asked them, what have you learned? And then 2 of them have finished the BCS diploma. And I asked 2 of them, both of them, and I said, what did you learn in your master's in business analytics that you learned in your BCS diploma? Anything. Nothing, they said. Absolutely nothing. A bit of project management, a bit of data analysis, a bit of SQL and Power BI and all these type of things. They didn't learn pure BA skills. So even if you got your master's in business analysis, you don't have the theory to be a business analyst. So say now 5, 6 years ago, you did your BCS, became a junior BA, senior BA, and now you're on £1,000 a day, right? You're way behind the curve because now you've got to start and get a job at 35K. And you've got to work for 5 years to earn £1,000 a day as a certified senior business analyst contractor. So you've got to add all that up. Now, you know, we're going to include the loss of earnings in our calculation. Now, you see with simple maths that £1,000 a day times £250 per year, it's £250,000 per year. And there have been 5 of them. Okay, you had to grow there, but you're still behind the curve. It's still going to take you 2 years. So you could say that your university education cost you £1 million, Great British pounds sterling, £1 million. So you've got the entire 7-tiered cake. All you're missing is the cherry on the top. What's the cherry? The BCS International Diploma in Business Analysis from the Knowledge Academy at 1,325 compared to £1 million you've already invested in yourself. So this is what we call a no-brainer. This is absolutely a no-brainer. You should invest in yourself, get your diploma, and then secure a job as a business analyst, a BCS certified experienced business analyst. Rewrite your CV, redo your LinkedIn profile, appoint a mentor, and quickly elevate your career. Oh my gosh, I need to have a little sip of water again. Okay, let's quickly go through some of the questions. What if I already have a BCS foundation? That's a really good question, Kyle. Let me answer that right now. Okay. Remember that I said that you get 4 training modules and 4 exams. Now, I'm not highly educated. I've got a 4-year diploma. I studied quite hard for those certifications and I passed all of them first time around, so I didn't have to pay the extra $268. But quite a few, maybe 15 to 25%, I'm not exactly sure how many, of the almost 100 business analysts we've sent to the Knowledge Academy, they failed some exams. Quite a few fail 1, some fail 2. Others just pass flat out, okay? But basically, you could fail 1. So if you've already got foundation, you do the 4 courses and the exams, and if you fail 1, it doesn't matter because you got 4. So you save yourself £268 should you fail 1 of those. So that's how I look at it, Kyle. Opportunity for a payment plan, Mercy, really good question. If you sign up for 7,995 and you phone them up and you say, oh, please, I want a huge discount, and they give it to you for 2,500, you can ask them for a payment plan. You can say, right, and they offer it to you. I think it's free. They use Klarna, K-L-A-R-N-A, and Stripe. And I think they outsource that. So when they've sold it to you, they pass that debt, that prospective income to another company that specializes in that, and they get paid out in full. So they do ask, I think they ask a little bit, but maybe they swallow up those fees. So yes, if you pay that full price, maybe 2,600, I don't know how cheap you can get it for, they will let you pay it off over a year, and it's probably going to be interest free. But unfortunately, Mercy, on the 1,325 that we're offering, no chance. There is no monthly. Is there an option to select the other course? Yes, you can do any of those. So there's 2 that you have to do. Then there's 4 and 5. You can choose which one of those to do. All right. 1,325. Here we go. Is a question by Pearl. 1,325 for both the training modules and the exams. Yes, and the oral preparation workshop and VAT as well included. So yes, all of those. Let's see if we've got any other questions over here. Student loan, something about Aaron. If you have a student loan, you know the numbers. That was hilarious. Don't we all know who we owe? Yes, Aaron, exactly. We owe a lot of money to all those people. So what about that cherry on the top? Okay, I don't see any other questions. I value your time most of all. I wanted to make this really powerful. Please keep the questions going. We will answer them, but I'm going to end on time, straight on time. I don't like these other mentors that say they're going to be on for an hour and then they talk for 3 hours. I've been on enough of those. I value your time. Thank you for your time. I'm going to end it right now. You have a great day further, and I look forward to meeting you on Zoom, either on a 15-minute breakthrough session or a 30-minute career strategy session. Book me up. One more thing before I go. If you do invest in any of our products, and we've got copper, bronze, silver, gold, gold plus, platinum, platinum plus, and BAM Impact, and we do the BCS well with that small referral fee. When you invest in any of our products and services, you become our client. And once you're our client for life. What does that mean? Free support for life. Free about your current role, about finding jobs, about your CV. We also do a free CV review to test for ATS compliance, and I give you a lot of recommendations. Fantastic service. Send us your CV, drop it in the LinkedIn, not Yar, but one-on-one. Send it to my LinkedIn privately. Email it to us. We'll do a free CV review. But once you're a client of ours, you're a client for life, free support. How's that? How's that? Included in the 1,325. Thank you very much. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate your hand clap. Everybody have a great day further. I look forward to seeing you on Zoom. Bye now.